Namaste, everyone, and welcome, welcome, welcome. I am Kira, as you are, and together we are expanding consciousness. And, this is a really special episode, one of those episodes that just makes my heart sing because so many of you reached out to me and said, Kira, I'm noticing my empathic nature. I'm noticing that I'm ascending. I'm noticing that I'm having all these things happen. How do I know? What do I do? And how do I deal with this? How do I navigate life, this life, when I've activated my empathy, when I have become empathic, when I remember anything about myself as an empath? Because there are challenges and there are triumphs. And tonight, in this very special episode, I want to start sharing this with you. And I really want to invite you to bring a hand to your heart right now. Let's just bring our hands to our heart. There you are. And just relax, really relax. Just relax into the being that I am as you are, that you are here now in this extraordinary moment. And that when we come together, no matter where that seems to have arisen from, whether it's through coincidence, whether it's through intention, it matters not. We've arrived. So notice what you're noticing as I share that. Bringing your hands to your heart. Notice your throat. Exhaling. Notice your heart. Receiving. And notice the energy of your divine presence as it emanates up and through you, inviting you to be. Welcome to the world of connection. Because to navigate life as an empath is to have said yes to your divine connection, to say yes to that which is greater than the limitations of the belief systems of a world that would seek to tell you you are flawed. These are some of the moments that are the most extraordinary. The moments we remember ourselves, the moment we say yes beyond anything that would seek to say no. So welcome again. I'm so grateful that you found this. And remember that the entire reason that I offer this podcast, Expanding Consciousness, is to leave a legacy, to leave a library of conscious awareness. You, right now, no matter when you are listening, no matter when you are tuning in, whether you find this in the linear year of 2025 or 6088, matters not, or beyond, or within. What matters is that in whatever form you are receiving the energy of this sacred intention, I am, as you are, consciously aware that you exist. And I thank you for inviting me to see. Because through your eyes, my eyes awaken. I am as you are. The essence of navigating life as an empath, is it not? One of the greatest challenges of navigating life as an empath is first not understanding what you feel. My guess is that at some point, either you or someone you know, maybe perhaps you're connecting with this episode because of somebody you know or somebody you're concerned about, or you've heard this word empathy or empath. What does it really mean, right? Well, it begins with frequently not understanding what you feel. Have you ever felt oversized around an event? Have you ever had greater reaction or greater response than maybe the actual event was warranted? Have you ever had that moment of sitting hands on heart, safe, right? Stop, acknowledge, feel, expand, right? Safe, get safe with your heart, and to pay attention to what does and what does not belong to you. Okay, what does that mean? I mean, really, right? What does that mean? And are you breathing through that right now? I know that you are. I pray that you are. So what does that mean? Well, first of all, let's begin with what is emanating, what is coming from the planetary thought body, and what is the planetary thought body? Let's begin there. So let me give you an example. Have you ever walked into a room or a situation or just somewhere, wherever, it doesn't matter. You could be anywhere, and suddenly, without any warning or explanation, you just have this sense of discomfort, or you suddenly are looking around, or you don't feel safe, or you've just noticed something has shifted. That's what I refer to as sloughed, non-conscious energy. I'm going to say that again because you're going to be like, what did you just say, Kira? Sloughed, non-conscious energy. Okay, so let's start there. What does that on this God's earth mean? A sloughed non-conscious energy is when there has been an interaction between beings of form that leaves an unresolved or a discontented experience that imprints because it's so dense and so heavy that it literally hangs in the atmosphere like humidity. Right? Consider that when the humidity is at 100% and you can't help but walk through this dense air. That's what these experiences are. They're like the humidity in the energy of our soul consciousness. So what does that mean? All right, let's take that further. So in this humidity of the energy of our soul's consciousness, it starts binding together and it starts coming together and being held together around this planet as what we would call, what I refer to as the planetary thought body. And so the planetary thought body is a thought body that is independent of the template of consciousness itself, because the planetary thought body is unique to this experience, to this specific potentiality. And the wild, fascinating gift of it is that we co-create it. Whether we're conscious of it or not is how this planetary thought body sustains itself. Because in this specific potentiality, we all, without exception, are here to learn through the energy of fear, to transcend fear, to find freedom. Can you think of a greater sense of freedom? To exhale through that fear and arrive on the other side free from fear. Imagine your life that way, but imagine what it takes to get there. That's what navigating life as an empath offers you. It offers you that challenge, the challenge of having to look in the mirror, to gaze and to say, okay, I don't understand what I feel. And maybe that's because I'm learning to discern what does and what does not belong to me, because I have learned to identify a planetary thought body through my own rise in consciousness that sees and remembers that I am here to transcend fear. Wow. Breathe that in for a minute. I am here right now in this very moment to transcend fear. Now, I'm going to stop because I want to teach you a practice. I want to teach you this practice right now. And if you don't want to learn a practice, you can skip ahead in this video and you'll see when I've stopped teaching this practice. And you need to know this practice, so hang out. So this practice came in many, many, many years ago. It's called the container practice. And it was a practice that was gifted to the world through me via Archangel Zadkiel. And if you don't know Archangel Zadkiel, please visit my website, MKR&x, and especially go through all of the early archangelic ensoulments living in the fifth dimension. Phenomenal energy from this incredible archangel that held back the hand of Abraham from sacrificing his only son. At a moment where mercy and compassion are the gift we can give all, Archangel Zadkiel offers this gift to you. And so it's called the container practice, and it's very, very simple. And it's about helping to free yourself from this addiction to the planetary thought body. Because when you're addicted to the planetary thought body, when you're addicted to fear, you sow the seeds of self-sabotage. And what are those? Fear, hesitancy, and doubt. And when you're navigating life as an empath, you will frequently have to deal with fear, hesitancy, and doubt that you are going to find projected and throughout the world. There were times when Shri and I would travel the world. I remember the first time I ever went to Varanasi, I had to tie scarves over my head because of the amount of discarnate energies that were there. And I was still discerning my own empathic abilities. And I understand. You can transcend this to where you are the commander of the ship. And how do you do that? Well, the container practice is the first way to start because it releases what does not belong to you. And I'm going to give it to you in 30 seconds, but I want you to make a note. I am Kira.net. Go to Self-Ascension Practices and look at the container practice and you'll get the step-by-step. Promise me you're going to go? All right. So here's the 30-second version. The 30-second version is that stored within each one of your 7 chakras is energy that is pulling you, energy that you have been attached to, and especially when it comes to the planetary thought body. So in this moment right now, I want you to take your left hand, turn it up, and you're going to feel in your left hand right now this beautiful sense. Ooh, you feel that? It like tickles. This beautiful, beautiful, beautiful crystalline light that's just pouring into you. Wow, it's really tickly, right? And you can just feel that energy pouring in. And then I want you to take your right hand, and you see the gold emanations that are already coming out. And I want you to pretend this hand is Velcro, okay? Beautiful crystalline light, golden light Velcro. We're going to start up in the 8th chakra. I'm going to shrink for a moment. And you're going to start up in the 8th chakra, and you're going to release into this hand, into this Velcro hand, and we're very going to quickly go from sweeping 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to the container. And what you're doing is you're literally sweeping and pulling out everything that does not belong to you. You're sending it to the container. Where is the container? The world container is here at 12 Hummingbirds Andes Retreat in the Andes Mountains. It is an original Incan container. It is thousands of years old. It is right here on our property. And that's where you're sending it to this pure transmuting space. Hand up. All that no longer serves you. You ready? 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, to the container. Feel your hand to the container. Bring your hands together. I want you to rub your hands, because what you're doing right now is you're offering yourself a reset of your energetic body. Every time that we clear, and remember, we're clearing top to bottom to the container, where we have this energetically stored, and we release it once every week to the world. And we've been doing this for over 25 years. And this is the final container that came forward to carry these frequencies as our Earth has been ascending, especially since that rapid rise in 2015 when we stepped on that ascension escalator and first opened the 7 polarities of free will. Now, if you don't know what I mean by that, type in 7 polarities of free will right here at my YouTube channel and learn about it. Also go to my website, iamkira.net, and learn. Type in 7 polarities of free will. Because what is happening right now on this planet, and I know that you feel it, and I'm very excited that you do. And if you think you don't, it's okay. Just have some fun for a moment, right? But what is happening is that the new alchemies themselves are unfolding. And these new alchemies, the way I like to describe it and like to share it with you is, imagine you have a telescope in front of you right now, okay? So we're looking through this telescope, and this telescope is made out of 5 discs. And these 5 discs represent, remember, we are eternal life. I am the eternal Ankh. 1 is the head, 2, 3, the arms, 4, 5, the feet. You are the living life of eternity. So in that knowing, these 5 circles, these 5 discs of creation are coming out of this linear aspect and opening up. And the year that they will have opened up, if you're catching this posthumously, the year that this opened up was 2026. And I'm sure that you will go back and go, yes, I now see how that opened up. For those of us that are catching this in real time, we are still co-creating this. We are bringing this forward. And so that which has been this way is opening up to be this way. What happens when you see yourself? Do you like what you see? Imagine walking into a world where your divine mirror is gazing at you and the power of co-creation is accelerating in ways that it has never moved before. That's what navigating life as an empath is offering you. Those are one of the challenges that are also the triumph, to be able to take this and move it to this, to say yes to your own transformation, to recognize that you are the commander of this body of form, to recognize that you in this 3rd dimensional body, right? This body that we get to co-create, grow hair, whatever we do with it, right? This body is yours to command. You are the commander of this ship. You have the ability to truly embody in full vitality 120 years. And for those of you that are catching this early on in your 20s and your 30s, thank you with all my heart. Because as myself at 65, what I know is that my generation is here. Those of us that are here that are talking, those of us that are gazing at you know that we owe you the opportunity to model the way it can be done. With every breath I have, I am here doing everything I can for you to know that there are those of us that have not given up. There are those of us that absolutely know. And there are those of us that have walked every step of our adult lives, making this the most amazing experience of consciousness that we can ever co-create. You are wise enough to remember. You have the capacity to continue on. And you do not need to alter your brain. You do not need to scientifically implant a chip, and you do not need to give up on yourself. What you are encouraged to remember is that you in this physical body of form first wake up to be a witness of yourself. Oh my gosh, there's something bigger than me, right? And then we move to the heart. Is it not every tradition on earth that wants us to move to our heart? And we move to our heart and we anchor in our heart and we free ourselves to foundationalize the sea of neutrality that sustains that pool of energy to awaken our ascended presence, to ignite the divine galactic blueprint. If you are navigating life as an empath, if you know someone who is an empath, if you are in those challenges and triumphs together, you are activating your divine galactic blueprint, and welcome home. Go to IamKira.net, go to Self Ascension, learn about the divine galactic blueprint, learn about the self-ascended chakra portrait. You are ascending into your multidimensional field of conscious awareness. And it is a natural evolution. There's nothing wrong with you. You are ascending. And there are many things you're going to wonder and worry about, but you found your way here right now. And if you're here right now, it's because deep within you, even if you're here for reasons that you think are ulterior motives, it matters not. Deep within the you, there is a seed right now that I am honored to say hello to. And whenever it would blossom, thank you for the moment. Because right now, your multidimensional consciousness is what's really here. That's what's affecting all of this. To transcend the physical body, the attachments to the physical body, to know that we can, those of you that have followed me over the past 22 years, I have reversed aged every year for 22 years. Go deep into this channel. And what you will see is consistent predictions that have proven true, and my capacity to call in the ability to reform, reshape, revitalize our body. And I'm not doing anything you're not capable of doing. You know how to do this, and you've done it before. That's why in this moment, you're navigating life as an empath. And one of your greatest triumphs is that you are remembering the truth of who you are, that you are able to release the fear, the doubt, and the hesitancy, that you are able to say no to a planetary thought body that seeks to keep you trapped as a victim, thereby constantly looking for a rescuer, thereby constantly looking for an abuser. To transcend that means that you can let go of taking in that which is not yours while cradling it. This is why the template of consciousness itself matters. I am, as you are, the prayer wheel itself, eternally spinning, held by conscious intention. Physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, spinning laterally, keeping ourselves in this field until we unify, until we gaze into the mirror and relax the judgment, till our empathy becomes our living mastery, to the moment of loving so much that you let go of anything that could ever be the interference of the past with another. I want to close with this, my loves. Some of the greatest wisdom ever offered by Archangel Zadkiel was when Ascended Master Wisdom Teacher Sri Ram Ka said, Zadkiel, talk to me about sin. And Archangel Zadkiel said, if there is one sin, it is to interfere in the path of another, or to let another interfere in your path. And to remember that sin is a word of this world. If you're navigating life as an empath, I want you to know it's a worthy journey. Don't give up on yourself, but remember It's not meant to be hard, and you are not meant to suffer. You are the commander of the ship. You are worthy. And when you arrive at the moment of seeing all the life scripts and releasing them, the veil of anything less than the truth that you are relaxes, and the world expands through your multi-dimensional conscious awareness. Learn more, visit IamKara.net, and know that I am as you are. Many blessings, and namaste.